Good morning. Just looking at the bars on the internet thingy, and it's looking like it's. I'm switching off the Wi Fi and going over to the Ethernet connection, so there may be a glitch. Let's hope it holds. And I should be still going live, coming out live. It's looking like it is in the mytimetv.live. I'm looking in the background. Cool. Sometimes the vagaries of internet and technology, isn't it? Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Veronica. Yeah, I tried 4 times to do the update to the Big Sur. That was my Mac was saying I have waiting. 4 times it failed to upload, so I'm not going to do that anymore. We're here for our live stream of the Daily Lenormand card spread. So I'm going to switch over to that, tune into what is your connection to spirit and how you receive your messaging in whatever way that is for you. So whether you go by hearing, seeing, feeling, all those types of things. So what we've got here this morning is the 5 cards, of course, and we have our card that is amazing things will happen. Look at that owl flying into our day today. Isn't it superb? Beautiful owl. At one point, I might even figure out what species of owls each of these are. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? So, good morning, Rena. Happy Friday to you as well. It is going to be a beautiful day, I hope, even though there's clouds and overcast and everything outside my window. Um, No, we look on our day with whatever perspective we choose, don't we? Good morning, Sarah. How are you, lovely? And yes, it is my choice to have a beautiful day, to have a wonderful day, a productive day in whatever way I want to spend my day. So, good morning, Sharina. Lovely to see you here as well. Now, and we've got as an accompaniment to the owl card that we just had flying through, we've actually got the feather card from the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle that Leanne and Deb have created. I just absolutely love the colours and how they did the shiny silvers and golds on them. Anyway, feather is about your connection to the spiritual realm, and it is strong. So know that you're never alone. You are receiving guiding messages from above. You are receiving those messages. You need to be the one taking the responsibility to listen to them as well. Take notice of what's happening around you, even sometimes those feathers that drop into your pathway that are spirit talking to you, and making sure that you're listening, I would hope, because they certainly give interesting ways of kicking you in the pants if you don't, e.g., broken wrist, etc. Julia, good morning to you. Good morning. Now, what we're starting with, I just love it when I throw the cards down. You do the shuffle, you do the clearing, you do the intention for the spread, and then you lay them down, and they're just such a surprise each time. I love doing this every morning. What we've come up with in our home space for today is the ring, and we've got the dice, that playfulness that we've got from yesterday continuing in the workspace. So that moves then from where the labyrinth was yesterday, I think it was, into the unexpected space. So we're still going to have a beautiful, playful day, and the birds in our role. So moving that then into our outcome with the beautiful flowers. So what that's meaning for me, and I am just going to bring up me yesterday's cards. Got to get the facial recognition. And yesterday's was definitely, we had the labyrinth there and the dice in the center. So lovely, lovely flow. It's a lovely flow of the cards. I think that's in some ways why I like doing this so much, because yes, there's 43 cards or whatever in the expanded deck, and this is the one I'm using for those that may not have been here and seen what I use. It's the Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Reverie, and it's Lenormand, not tarot deck. So and it's expanded edition. So I think there's about 43 cards in that one, other than the 36 that's the main deck of any Lenormand deck. So main number, yeah, it goes from 1 to 36 on the main in the basic decks that you'll see of a true Lenormand deck. Now let's get into the reading itself. The ring. It is about, well, the ring is a circle, but it's about commitments as well. It's that type of thing that we have as our intention. We set our intention of the day. When you get up in the morning, don't you sort of go quickly through your mind as to what you're wanting to achieve in the day and have that intention of doing those things? So it's sort of the gist of what we're doing as we're in our, that first part of the day in our home space before we head off to work or do something like that. It's looks like I've frozen again. Yep, you're right. Can you still hear me? Right. This is becoming frustrating. I will create the refresh blue screen. Okay. So that's gone out to each of those, and hopefully right, am I still on the right day? Let me have a look. I froze. Yes, you can hear me now. I did that. Now I'm going to show that because I did that. Now, Rena, yes, you've frozen. Voice is all good though. Yeah. So hopefully I am back. You hear me from Marie? Yeah, that's better. So I'm back. I'm hoping it doesn't come back that I've got to do this again, because I have had that, haven't I? So I've got through all the comments. Where did we get to? The ring. We've only just started. It is that intention of keeping things, keeping things as we say we want to do, to actually follow that intention is what I'm meaning. It's not like it's a vow of marriage to self or anything like that, but what I'm feeling is, but there might be in one or other of you people's out there a marriage proposal or engagement or eternity ring or something like that. It could physically be the ring. That's what I love about the Lenormand. It can be that specific. So what I'm feeling is that level of commitment that just goes beyond what is, setting our little goals for the morning and coming to the end of the day and thinking, oh God, didn't do that, left to leave until tomorrow, that type of thing. This is more than that. It's upping the level. It's picking the treasures out of that. What's the gem that we're finding in our day? What are we aiming for? So have that in mind as you are setting what your intentions are for the day in your home space. Okay. And remember that each and every moment we can change things around and up, and whatever we do in our day, it doesn't get set in concrete. That's the whole thing about it. Our free will and choices, they can change. But in general, we do set those intentions and honour that for our day, don't we? Whether we write lists or whichever way we do them. Good morning, Carol. Lovely to see you here. Now we're moving over into our workspace. Look, just make it some playfulness. It's not like the labyrinth was there from yesterday still. It's a little bit still on that chancy side, but take the chance. It feels to me like there really is that, and I still feel happy, like as far as the feeling, the emotion I have for what's coming in the day. It may not turn out like I started with, but it's certainly going to have some fun along the way and some, wow, I wonder what's next, that type of a factor in it. Allow that to pop into your day. But you're going to actually bring in that chance deliberately in some respects through the day. Okay, that is the workspace. So whether you work from home, as a remote worker while we're in lockdown, or whether you are a home worker, work from home worker, or you are going out for your day as an essential worker, or not in lockdown anywhere. We are global here. So take the chance in your day of something different, seeing what happens, and it's going to bring some fun for you. And the same with that continuity we've got in the labyrinth being present. There may be those times where you might need to ask for some help to get out of the dead end factor, but it's always a learning curve. And it's what I always find it's fun. I really enjoy doing the puzzles that are the mazes. And yes, sometimes there can be those little scary moments, hoping that this one's the right one this time, but it may not. Move with the flow of it and walk your path through that labyrinth today when it pops up. It could take more than one day, of course, to move through. Who knows if the labyrinth will be there tomorrow? We'll find out tomorrow, won't we? And here we go with our birds in our role. And that really is about communication. So that follows on a bit from what the labyrinth is giving us a clue about, too. Communicate, chat, have those talks with self, the inner talk sometimes as to what your intentions are, what your goals are for your day, through the day. Boost yourself up, bring out the positives. I feel that there is a bit of a warning as far as seeing the birds in this form, as far as around the feeder, the central point. It's almost like the old fashioned idea of the water cooler in an office situation. I've never worked in one of those types of places, so, I've not had that chatting around a water cooler factor, but I've certainly been involved in groups and teamwork and all of that, that it does require be careful of the gossip, check your facts, all of that sort of stuff, because we each have our own agendas sometimes. So that may be a little warning for you through your day to day. But I feel it's more the fun side of getting together with a group of friends and having even if it is over internet and, online connections, that can happen. I had that last night with a dear friend from way back who came and joined me on the Discord. As I wanted to have a play and try some things out, we did that. So for my day, that could be a continuing factor of having people online with me to have some fun, learn new little tidbits about using, well, Discord or Zoom or anything that you're wanting to learn online. It's a magnificent tool, isn't it? So, good morning to you, Sharon, Shaz, BFF, or whatever thing you call it, all those things. Don't we have some wonderful people in our lives? And Victoria, lovely to see you here too, as well. And good morning to Grummy. Good morning. Oh, is that a cake? Oh, I can see some candles. Is it your birthday or soon or what? There's so many situations in our lives that we can celebrate and get together, even if it's just for a coffee with a group of friends, girlfriends, or whatever, if you can. But make it virtual. Catch up on a Zoom meeting, or for me, I'm going to try out the Discord again, because there's some tools that we can use in so many varied ways that really can uh, give us an enhanced life. I'll put it that way. So here we are using our skills and the technology for enhancing our lives in whatever situation we're in. And it can be all done on a mobile phone even. Now here we go. And hi, it was. Well, happy birthday for when it was your birthday. And I love that little emoji. Lovely. Um, Flowers. Treat yourself to a bunch of flowers if no one's going to give them to you, or you could gift to others. That's the other side of this. It is a gifting or receiving. So, what we're going to have in that is, it just feels like that beautiful, wow, I've had fun today. Here it is. It's a pat on the back for the things that you've achieved, for how you feel, because it's just a gift of love, or receiving it as a gift of love. It's all of those things combined when I see the flowers. So really feel into that pleasure and appreciation of others around us, of us with others, and celebrate that we are interconnected in so many different ways. Veronica, you got yourself flowers just last night. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. I don't have any, if I was a gardener, and I know Shaz, you've got beautiful garden there. When there's the opportunity to have cut flowers and bring them into the home, it's so beautiful, isn't it? And I know Shaz does that a lot. On odd occasions, I've had them gifted, I give them to me. I don't get them for myself. Maybe that's something I should start to do. And there's not many in my life that actually gift me flowers. Um, Maybe I should change that and just bloody well ask them. That's something we can do too. Okay. Uh, yeah, so Marie, you try to buy yourself flowers each week. That's wonderful. Well, when we don't have the gift of gardening, and I don't, but there certainly is. I do have Tony here that like he enjoys gardening, and he's set out some beautiful flowers that eventually may be able to be used for cut flowers and bringing them inside. I know I chose two lavender bushes. They're not quite fully productive yet, but it's just things that you can do for yourself, isn't it? And treats. And you go for a walk and take a pair of scissors. Yeah, well, I walk with the dogs and I do have a little dilly bag thing. So I travel, across the shoulder bag that I have their bags in, basically. It's got room for scissors and probably taking a couple of cuttings occasionally. That's where succulents are absolutely superb. You don't have to take cuttings, you just pick a little leaf off and they'll plop in soil and they grow from one little leaf. I think it's amazing the talent that gardeners have for doing all that stuff. I was a black thumb, not a green thumb, so I won't touch it. You've done that too. Oh, yeah, your pansies and jonquils are looking beautiful at the moment, but you've got so many varieties of roses. My favourite flower is roses, so absolutely love them, especially when they're perfumed. But I do really more prefer them to be on the bushes and decorating the garden. They look best. Anyway, we each have our ways, don't we? So, as a summary, get out and have some fun. Like if you can go out and do some fun things like a walk that seems like a maze, go a different pathway if you can for your exercise today. Chat with some friends with your masks on if you're out or online, all that sort of stuff. It depends where you live, what your restrictions are if you have them, and etc. But overall, at the end of the day, treat yourself in whatever way you can with that. Wow, look how well you've done. Look what sort of a day you've had. It's been so appreciated. It's an appreciation. It really is that show of self love and love to others. So that's where I think we'll finish with that as the summary. And it really is lovely to share space and time with you. Even after the frozen screen and everything, I have no idea what the issue is. We haven't had anything go wrong for so long, and I think it might be again that with lockdown and people working from home, it does stress the NBN system a tad in areas, I suppose. I really don't know. So sunflowers always look happy. Yeah, I don't know. I like sunflowers. I like eating sunflower seeds too. They're lovely. Because you can have those rewards from the flowers themselves, depending what type they are. So many you can eat. Nasturtiums, aren't they beautiful and pretty? And you can eat them. Pumpkin flowers, you can eat them. All sorts. Um, must be that I'm getting hungry. I haven't had breakfast. So thank you, everyone. And it was a lovely spread this morning. So thank you for hanging around. A frozen screen's not a big deal. It takes a second to refresh. It's when there's other glitches that's very annoying. I've got 5 green bars at the moment, which is fantastic. And it should be. I'm on the Ethernet, cord to cord. Shouldn't have any issue with Wi Fi. So anyway, hopefully tonight. So they change your name to Rose Boundy. I've been called Rose a lot, but it definitely is Roslyn, as in Roslyn, for those that are interested. But Ros, it's easier off the tongue. um, so thank you for being here for this morning. Leanne and I, all things being equal with technology and etc., will be here at 8:30 tonight on the mytimetv.live, and I think I go to my YouTube channel with that. I actually can't remember where I go with that. I know it's mytimetv.live and it is my Boundy page, and we do cross post to others, so you will catch us. Keep an eye out for it. Even in the YouTube, subscribe to the channel and tick the notifications. It's quite reliable getting the notifications on YouTube, and there is the chat feature there as well. Um, And I can see there is a spammer already. And there is the same sort of feature function in Facebook. I think you can tick the notifications to get reminded if it's an event. This isn't an event. I just go live every morning at 8. Set your alarm on your phone. Okay. Thank you for now. Hopefully to see you tonight. Keep being the best you that you can be. And